My name is Beverly, and on today's episode of Cooking with Love, I'm joined by my sister Barbara and my brother Steve. And on today's episode, we're going to be showing you some things that you could do with leftover chicken cutlets. And today we're going to be showing you 3 of our favorites.
Whenever I make chicken parm, I like to make a few extra just to have on hand for these kind of sandwiches.
Now, in a previous video where we showed you how to make chicken parmesan, we showed you the process of how to make the chicken cutlets. I'm going to include a link below to that video, and we'll give you a short recap here on how to do it. Now, we're going to show you the way that we like to use these chicken cutlets is in sandwiches, and we all have different tastes. I personally like to make an Italian version of a chicken cutlet sandwich, and I use Italian bread, a salad dressing or vinaigrette. I use provolone cheese, roasted red peppers, broccoli rabe, and then the chicken cutlet.
My favorite is a chicken bacon ranch, and obviously it's chicken, bacon, and ranch. And I like to put it on a Portuguese roll, and I like to serve it with American cheese.
And I like to make baked croissant sandwiches with croissant rolls, chicken cutlet, a little bit of honey mustard, and a soft cheese. I'm using brie today, but you can use any kind you like.
And,
All right.
and the sky's the limit, really, when you can put toppings on your chicken cutlets.
Okay, let's get started.
Okay. Okay, now we start. We take our chicken breast, which I have washed and cleaned up a little bit. We want to cut it lengthwise like so. Make sure to open it up. They're very large. We want to get these as thin as possible. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pound them all, and then we can start the dredging. And now we're going to pound it. You want it as thin as possible without breaking it apart. So here we go. We have 1 chicken breast pounded. We'll proceed to do the other ones. We're ready to dredge our cutlets now. So what you want to do is dip them in the flour. Shake off the excess. Dip it in our egg wash. And then dip it in the breadcrumbs. So I'm going to finish doing these cutlets, and then we're ready to fry them. I have my oil heating. I'm using canola oil, and I'm bringing it up to temperature. And now I'm going to fry my cutlets. Don't overcrowd your pan. So I'm going to be doing my cutlet in batches. And once you put them in, don't touch them until they're ready to turn. The cutlets are ready on both sides. I'm going to drain them on paper towel, and I'm going to continue to cook the rest of my cutlets now. The ingredients to make the chicken bacon ranch sandwich are chicken cutlets. Now these can be either warmed up or served room temperature. Any type of bread you like. Today I'm going to be using a Portuguese roll. Obviously bacon. I like American cheese and ranch dressing. I'm going to assemble my sandwich now. We're going to put ranch dressing on both sides of our roll. As much or as little as you like. And we're going to put a piece of cutlet on here. Some bacon. And a piece of cheese to melt, or 2. Now I'm going to throw this in the microwave to warm through.
The ingredients to make my sandwich are the chicken cutlets. I like to serve them warm on the sandwich. You can warm them in the oven, about 350 for a few minutes on parchment paper, or just microwave them. I have brie cheese today and a thin sliced ham. You can use any kind of soft cheese you like or ham that you like. And I'm going to be using croissant rolls, and I'm also going to be using some honey mustard on it. To make my chicken sandwich, I'm using a croissant roll, which I've cut in half. I'm going to put a chicken cutlet on. I'm going to put some honey mustard. Now I'm just going to do one side, but if you want it on both sides, you can. You don't want to overpower it, but you want enough for a little bit of flavor. I'm going to put some cheese and some ham onto the croissant. Use as much or as little as you like. Okay, and now I'm going to put them on the parchment paper and put them in the oven to warm through and crisp up.
The ingredients needed to make my sandwich are, of course, the chicken cutlets. I usually just serve these at room temperature. I'm going to be using some broccoli rabe, and you may remember that we made broccoli rabe video previously, and I'm going to include a link in the description below on how to make that. Some roasted sweet red peppers, some provolone cheese, and a salad dressing, a vinaigrette, whatever you like. And I'm going to be putting this all onto Italian bread. I'm going to assemble my sandwich now. I like to take the vinaigrette and place it over the Italian bread. Next, I put some provolone cheese. And I'm going to place some roasted red pepper. Our chicken cutlet, and then some broccoli rabe. And I'm going to put a couple cloves of the garlic. Now that's a sandwich.
Our sandwiches are ready, and we're ready for the taste test. So this is my sandwich,
And
chicken bacon ranch.
And
here's
this is
mine.
mine, the best of the bunch.
Yeah, and here's mine.
All
Let's
right.
enjoy.
Bon appetit. Very good. Delicious.
Very, very simple to make these sandwiches. It's well worthwhile if you're making chicken parm, or even if you just want to fry the cutlets. Save the cutlets. You can even freeze them ahead of time if you want. Your family will enjoy these sandwiches. These are great. We'll see you on the next episode.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
This is good.